You know, listen, you see a bear, they're doing everything right. You're supposed to cause a commotion, make a lot of noise. All right, ladies, I'm with you. A valid reaction from two women spotting that bear just strolling down the streets casually of downtown Frederick over the weekend, as if it was these girls are on safari or something. Our Gwen Talbert got to catch up with them about the crazy sighting and also talked with experts. Hey, Gwen.
Hi there. You know, you're absolutely right, Angie. It was a shocking night here in downtown Frederick because people were coming out of bars and restaurants, and who would expect to see a bear? I mean, that was the last thing they expected to see. So it was a pretty busy time at that point. Now, if you take a look down here, this is Brewer's Alley, and this is the area where the bear came down right here along Brewer's Alley. And then, as we take a walk out here, this is Market Street, and it actually proceeded north along Market Street, right in the area you see where our camera is pointing. Now, those three young ladies were exiting one of the bars down the street here and getting into their car when they saw the bear and videotaped it. Well, they did tell us about that frightening experience. Take a listen.
I was so scared. I have never been that close to a bear ever.
It was a lot going on, so I didn't even think that the bear was real, but the bear came in a split second. My door was open. All I can think about is the bear tearing my door apart, and I just got my car.
I just couldn't believe it was real. I still in disbelief to this day that we were that close to a loose bear.
Yeah, well, those ladies were really quite frightened. Now, Frederick police ended up responding. We've got the video to show you again of that bear. Take a look at this. And Frederick police actually responded to 3 calls for service related to the bear in and around the downtown area. Now, first it was in Frederick City, which was a little further away, and then they got calls that it was actually down in the immediate downtown area. And they were concerned, of course, about the safety of the people that were out, so they quickly stepped in to manage the crowds and track the animal. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources also provided guidance and told us about some tips for the public. Take a listen.
There was a little bit of a following with the bear. We had a bunch of people that were interested, obviously, and that's not a frequent occurrence when we have wildlife downtown, especially a bear that size. So they followed it around. Officers did their best to try to keep people inside or move them from the area so we get the bear out of downtown as fast as possible.
If someone does see a bear, the first thing to do is to stay calm. Enjoy the experience seeing it, but respect that animal. That bear is a wild animal, no matter how cute it might look. It's a wild animal. So give that bear space.
And back out here live now, he also said if the bear moves around a lot, you can kind of make yourself look big. You can put your arms up high and then just sort of, give a yell. They also told me that it's not uncommon to see black bears throughout Frederick County, but it is uncommon to see them right here specifically in the city. Now, he said, as he said, they may look cute, but, you have to take it very seriously. And police were just very concerned because of the fact that there were so many people out at that time when the bear actually came through. So they told me that they were able to get the bear off to an area away from the city area, and then it kind of wandered off on its own. But they were saying that it was quite an experience for them, and they do rely on the Department of Natural Resources for some advice because they're not really trained for, bear patrol, so to speak. Some people were putting some comments on social media about maybe the bear was doing some late night shopping or wanted to kind of go into a bar for a drink or so. And those young ladies did tell us, though, however, after a few drinks, they really weren't sure what they were seeing and if it was real. But at least everybody ended up safe. Angie, back to you.